So today we're going to talk about ways that we can virtually send our FreeShow slides to another computer, another screen, seamlessly. And FreeShow has a couple of ways you can do that. We're going to talk about two of those ways today. All right. So the first way is going to be through the settings, and it's in the connections page. All right. And so to do this one, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need your the program is going to be some internet browser. So you need to be able to type in an IP address, and then you're also going to need the same network connection for whatever that device is, whether it's a phone, a tablet, a computer. It needs to be on the same network as the host computer, the one that's actually showing the FreeShow. And that's the same for both of these methods. So keep that in mind. All right. And so the next step is going to be that you want to set it up by going into your connections page in the settings. So we're going to go into our settings. We're going to go to this option on the left called connections. And then when we get to connections, we're going to get an option that says remote show, stage show, control show, output show. Whichever one of those you want to show is going to be the same process. I'm going to choose the output show, as that's the one that the main audience is going to see. So this might be a good way to send a signal to another computer for a live stream. This might be another way to send it to another computer or another monitor in another room for overflow area or something along those lines. All right. And so when you click on there, it gives you a QR code and it gives you an IP address. So you literally can take a picture of this and or just scan it. If you're going to use a mobile device, the best way to do it is just to scan that in. But if you're going to be using this in a computer, I would just take a picture of it with your phone and then go manually type this into your browser. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to end up with an option to see it. And let's see here if we got that. I don't even have that up. Let's close this out. And we're going to type in that browser name. And so if I go up here and I select output show, I can type in HTTP and we can type in that particular output, which is what I have here. And when I hit enter, it shows up and it looks like a black screen. That's okay. What we're going to do next is we're going to go into our show and we're going to select the show. And then we're just going to, you can either refresh it by updating the show here, the output, or you can just go to your next slide. So let's do update the output. I'm going to go back to my internet and it should show up there. It's not showing up. So I'm going to go back to another slide and then come back. And you'll notice here, we've got our show that we have been sending out. It is there. Okay. Now the cool thing is that it is showing up and I am not outputting this particular show to another screen. Okay. So I can click up here and I can output the show. But right now I've just got the setup to do it. And I went to the connections. I can't type in that IP address and it shows up. Okay. As I go to each slide, if I go to the connections page setup, you'll see that this updated and it changed on the browser window and it shows everything. Now, the one thing about this that I don't like is that everything looks a little bit pixelated. It's not clear, it's not sharp, and it's not easy on the eyes for a bigger screen or anything like that. So I don't like this method the most. This is just one that's built in. It's a suitable method for some things, just as a view, but it's not good to be on display somewhere. All right. So let's talk about the best way to get something that's going to be on display. All right. And so next thing we can do is we can use NDI. All right. NDI is a protocol, I guess. I don't know what the best word for it is, but it stands for Network Device Interface. And it's a free supported software platform type setup for most situations. And what we're going to do is I'm going to encourage you to go to the NDI page and go to their tools, download their tools. If you have a Windows computer, download it for Windows. If you got an Apple computer, download it for Apple. It's completely free. And one of those tools should be a NDI monitor. All right. And so I'm going to do a search on my computer for NDI monitor. This is video monitor app. And it pops up here. All right. So I've got an NDI video monitor. Now, the thing is, I need to be able to see this particular slideshow on this monitor. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our settings, and we're going to go into outputs, and I'm going to go to my primary output, which is the one I'm using for this slide over here. And I'm going to go down to the NDI, and I'm going to enable NDI. You can't do audio yet. That's going to be nice when it does come out. But I've got transparent window on. You can have that on or you can have it off. It doesn't matter. It really depends on your show. If you really are trying to do it with a blank show with just lyrics on top of something else, then you want to keep that transparent option on. All right. But if you have a background in your slides, it's not going to make it go away. You have to make sure you don't have a background in your slides in order for that transparent to really work. All right. But you want to activate or enable NDI. That's the first step. Now you can go back to your show and you got your shows going. You can go to different pages or whatnot. But we really are trying to check this monitor app. The thing we have to do to get this monitor app to show our show is we have to actually go into the settings on the monitor app and select this NDI output, because what FreeShow is doing, it's actually sending out a virtual signal into the network. And it's on my MacBook, and it's called FreeShow NDI, and this is my primary output, like I said earlier. So I'm going to click on that, and voila, it now shows this output. All right. I can make it as big or as small as I want. It's literally just a window on my computer. All right. And so I can make it, as big. And this one is a lot cleaner. It's less pixelated. It's a very sharp image. And so this is the one I would recommend if you're going to be duplicating this or displaying this on another screen somewhere. All right. So we got NDI needed. If I go to the NDI setup, you'll see here it automatically changes with it. And so this is how you would actually use NDI as your source for a virtual screen. Now, this is going to be really handy for a ministry where you've got a computer that actually is running the show, and then you've got another person on the team on another computer that may be live streaming it to Facebook, YouTube, Zoom even, right? You could actually use this NDI monitor window as a shared screen for Zoom. You can use it as your screen that you share for services like Restream or anything like that. If there's lyrics up on the screen, if there's verses up on the show, you can actually show those in a very, very clean way using this NDI option, which I would recommend if you're going to display this to someone outside of the media team. All right. Very important. And so this is cool because NDI also does another thing. You can actually get this as an app on your iPhone or iPad. All right. And I was able to get the app. It is called Vixio, VXIO. And it is simply an NDI monitor. It works on iOS 17.0, I believe, and higher. I've got an old iPad. It wouldn't work because it's running version 15. I've got a newer iPad that runs the latest version, and it actually does support that particular app. It's completely free. It allows you to stream it at the same quality that you see here, and that's really cool if you want to have it on a iPad or iPhone for maybe your speaker or your praise team or something like that to see real time what's going on. They don't have to look up at a stage monitor this far away. They can actually look on the monitor on their iPad right close to them, and they can access it as long as it's on the same network as the host device, right? All these options require the both devices to be on the same Wi-Fi network or just user network. One can be plugged up, one can be on Wi-Fi, but they got to be coming from the same router, same modem, and work from that way. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'm Gary, and this is how you can get a virtual window out of FreeShow using either the connections option in the settings and or the NDI options in the settings of FreeShow.